this Ramadan.
Well, the time is just gone 5:30 p.m. as we continue with the iftar drive this afternoon. It is the day of Jummah, and we are heading very fast to the time of iftar, which is close on to 40 minutes from now in Johannesburg. And it is now time where we bring you the humanitarian hour. We've got Naseema Nalla from the Crosby Ladies Forum standing by, and our Nasiha at around 5 minutes to 6. And that is just before the iftar time, will be with Maulana Shafiq Nolan from Cape Town, who will provide the Nasiha, and thereafter the dua and the adhan, which will be at around 10 minutes past 6 in Johannesburg to signal the end of day 8 of the month of Ramadan and the time of iftar that will set in. But right now, we're going across to joined from the Crosby Ladies Forum. We're speaking with Naseema Nalla on the Humanitarian Hour. Naseema, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ramadan Kareem to you, and welcome to the show.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ramadan Kareem to you and to all the listeners. And I'd like to say Jazakallah so much for featuring PLF on your afternoon drive.
Well, Jazakallah for that, yes. And we are preaching humanitarian work, the humanitarian efforts, personalities that are involved in the humanitarian effort. And there's just so much happening around us. There is so much that is needed. There are people that are suffering. And at the end of the day, every little bit helps. And we are fortunate, Sister Naseema, that you've got organizations like your organization, the Crosby Ladies Forum, again, and coming to the fore, looking at the month of Ramadan and taking on this whole challenge. And I see the banners talking about a 50 Rand Sadaqah challenge.
So the Circular Sadaqah challenge, it was brought about for your housewife, your typical housewife or your pensioner who wants to give a little bit out of what they've got. And, in today's tight economic conditions, it's very difficult for people to take out a lot. So we had these ladies coming forward and saying, we only have this much to donate. Will you accept it? And we said, with pleasure. And Allah shukr, that 50 Rand adds up. And with that, we do bread distributions, we do hampers, and it reaches very fast.
Just take us a step back, Sister Naseema, and let's talk about the Crosby Ladies Forum. Just a bit of history, a bit of background, the formation, and how you've generally been operating as an organization over a period of time.
Okay, so the Crosby Ladies Forum started in the height of the Syrian crisis, and it was started by a group of ladies here in Crosby, and our main form of collecting was bake sales. We used to have these little bake sales, and all the ladies would donate baking, and they would come there and buy from the baking as well, and we'd use that money for humanitarian projects, the Syrian crisis, and we've also then started looking at homes in our area, surrounding areas, and we started looking that there were a lot of people that needed assistance but were too shy to go out to look for it. So that's when we formed this Crosby Ladies Forum, and we said, here's a group of ladies, 4 ladies, and we were part of the community. We mums, all of us, we've all got kids in the schools, we live in the community. Come to us, come speak to us. We are your friends, we are your neighbors. Come tell us what you need, and let's see what we can do to help you. And shukr, with that, the organization grew, and then we got involved in other organizations and other charity events. And then we partnered with many other organizations, Salam Foundation being one, Salam Media being another one. So alhamdulillah, like that, we were part of a lot of other charity organizations, charity drives. And we, at the moment, busy with a 50 Rand Sadaqah drive to get bread and hampers out to those in need in the community. And then we run quite a few other small projects, but it's run by ladies for the community.
Well, alhamdulillah, and this is encouraging to see, how our ladies, our sisters, have actually grown, particularly in this field of humanitarian work and making a difference to the lives of many, whether we're looking at it, Sister Nasima, on a local level or even supporting other organizations. And I heard you mention the Salam Foundation and many other organizations that then look at, take their work not only locally but they take it globally. Like when we've seen that there are major projects that or major disasters like the earthquake that had taken place, or in anything else, refugee crisis. You know, you spoke about the whole thing about uh, the Palestinian cause as well. So it's just amazing that from a local level, how much can actually be achieved by our sisters, Sister Nasima.
See, and Alhamdulillah, the support is phenomenal. You know, the ladies come to you and tell you, you know what, tell me what's your latest project. Tell me what we can do. We have kids that are donating from their pocket money. We have pensioners that are giving us from their pension. We have ladies coming forward all the time and saying, what's your next project? What can we help with? Okay, maybe we can do some hamper packing with you, or maybe you're collecting clothes, let's help you sort. So it doesn't have to be a financial or monetary assistance. Your time and your du'as is just as important to us.
Yes, and also, Sister Nasima, for us to truly appreciate what people are really going through, what they are experiencing, and we know often we hear that we're not living in the best of times. Times are getting more difficult. Things are getting more and more tough for people, for households, for breadwinners, and for society at large. And I'm sure you are able to actually confirm or concur with what I'm saying, that you must have seen that over a period of time, the situation not easy and all is not rosy in many households.
That's so true. And that's another reason we came up with the Sadka challenge, is because you must know today on a income, on a two household income, by the time you pay your rent and your expenses and that, come the 20th of the month, most homes are scrambling to put food on their table. And, you know, these homes are not zakatable. So where do they go and get help, or where do they get that food for the next 10 days to pull them through? That's when we said, you know, let's do, and yes, we'll help you with a grocery hamper, or we'll help you with a, you know, meals or whatever we can, just so that, you know, you've got that little extra help at the end of the month to see you through. And we find that our bread project for the schools has grown phenomenally. Initially, we were only doing two schools where we would send the bread with the ingredients, and the, you know, the kids and the teachers would make sandwiches and give it out to the kids at the school. But now we've gone down to 5 schools, and the number of kids that are coming hungry to school is so sad. It's so, you know, when we go out to the schools and the numbers increase every month, can you add 10 more loaves? Can you add more ingredients? More kids are coming. Some are taking it home. Some are saying these are our only meals for the day. So we get home, because they leave 6 o'clock in the morning and they get home 6 o'clock at night, and they use this sandwich or this meal for the day. So yes, things are very hard out there, and we as a community, if we just pull through, and if we go into the community and go out there and look, say, what can I do in my capacity to help? You know, you will find so much that can be done.
Well, Sister Nasima, we're going to put you on hold. I need to play out a few ads, and we'll reconnect with you immediately after the ad break.
Just that.
You are listening to Salam Media live from our headquarters in South Africa. This is Salam Media, keeping you company this Ramadan.
Somalia's worst drought in 40 years has left affected areas in desperate need of food and water. The crisis is impacting more than 6.7 million people, with more than 1 million displaced. Al Imdad Foundation is providing critically needed food, water, and emergency relief aid to drought-displaced families in the worst affected areas of Somalia. Donate now and help keep famine at bay. Visit alimdad.com or call 0861 786 243 for more information.
Southern Africa Dawah Network is a non-profit organization striving to uplift the disadvantaged and empowering through education and dawah. Donate to the SADN centers, the M.A. Motala Islamic Center, as well as our Islamic centers in Amoti, Imtalumi, Botshabelo and Castile. Donate your zakat and lillah today. Contact Farooq Sheikh 076-321-0650, Yusuf Mohammadi 072-259-3457, or the SADN head office 031-304-8000. Our account, Standard Bank, account number 050-856-294 for your zakat, or 050-879-790 for your lillah. Dawah through education, education through dawah, the Southern Africa Dawah Network.
Freedom Stationery supply Marlin and Marlin Kids pens to me and my school friends. They supply just about everything we need to help us get a better education, from books to files to rulers. In fact, any any accessory we need. Freedom Stationery. Education for the nation. What does accessory mean?
Salam Media, your spiritual companion this Ramadan.
Well, the time is just gone 5:42 p.m. and we around 28 minutes to the time of iftar in Johannesburg, and we still have got the nasiha coming up. We've got the dua that will take us to the time of iftar in Johannesburg at around 10 minutes past 6. But it is the segment where we will feature on a daily basis on the iftar drive, the humanitarian hour, humanitarian people that make a difference, organizations that make a difference. And in many instances, sometimes we don't focus a lot on community-based organizations. And these are smallish organizations, but throughout the entire year and also during the month of Ramadan, they do tremendous work, and they put in a lot of time, they put in a lot of effort, and this is the reason why we pay tribute to them also on the humanitarian hour. And one such organization is the Crosby Ladies Forum. Alhamdulillah, they've got their 50 Rand Sadaqah Challenge, which is during these Mubarak days where they are encouraging everyone to take out 50 Rand Sadaqah on behalf of themselves or their loved ones. This funds that will be collected and raised will be going towards the bread, the Sadaqah hampers for distribution. And we are talking to one of the sisters from the Crosby Ladies Forum, Naseema Nalla. Naseema, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh once again. And just to continue, and the point I made when I started the show is there are many, many organizations right across the entire country that are doing wonderful work. And just looking at, smallish organizations, the Ladies Forum, you mentioned, you started off with 4 sisters and it has grown. And it takes a lot. It takes a lot of effort, but also it takes a lot of dedication. And, if you could just take us through your team, the team at the Crosby Ladies Forum, what can you tell us about them?
So the Crosby Ladies Forum has 4 exact members. Naima Suleiman, a mom of 4. We have Wasila, the mom of 4. We have Yasmin, the mom of 3, and I'm a mom of 5. So we're pretty busy mummies. All of us doing rounds and school rounds and madrasa rounds. But alhamdulillah, in between all of that, Allah has given us so much of barakat in our time and so much of support from our community. And my kids always laugh because when we pick them up from school or we fetch them from madrasa, whenever we're fetching the big ones from varsity, there's a hamper to drop off, or there's a parcel to pick up, or there's this to go. They never get directly straight home or directly back to where they need to be. There's always a drop off or a pickup. But alhamdulillah, that's the love that we have for our community. And that brings us the most joy, is seeing that we are able to help the people in our community and that people can come to us and they know us and they in touch with us and they'll tell us, you know what, so and so needs help, or can you go and see this, or can you look into this, or maybe I have this, what can we do with this, or I have extra of this, what can you do with it? And like you said, it's the small little forums that are on the ground that work together, and we reach out to other organizations and we put it together and we say, you know what, here's a project. You can take it to your forum, take it to your ladies forum in your community, and you can also run with it. Like at the moment, inshallah, next week we'll do the Muazzin project, which was initially started by the Crosby Ladies Forum. And every Ramadan, we do a gift for the Muazzins. And all the other forums have now taken on that project and done it in their areas as well. So it's a teamwork. It's, working with other forums that also plays a big role.
Well, certainly, and also, one cannot ignore the time, the effort, the dedication. Like you mentioned, all four of you are busy. You've got the moms that are extremely busy with children and all sorts of things. But at the end of the day, just looking at your well wishers, your donors, what do you? I mean, and the appeal that you make out to them in terms of contributing, Sister Naseema?
Okay, so like I said, the well wishers and the donors come from small children, from students, right up to pensioners. We've got a vast majority. We've got a charity drive group that we post all our projects on, and that's where people get in touch with us. And from there, they see what's happening. They come forward and they will say, okay, you are doing this project. We would like to give you this, or we can, donate this towards your project or help us fundraise in that area. And again, that's teamwork. Everything happens with the will of Allah and with the mercy and permission of Allah, and everything happens only with His will and permission.
Well, Sister Naseema, I see your banking details are up, and I'm going to give your banking details out. It is with F&B, account number 6211474110, 6211474110. The account type is a check account, and the branch code 210314. The reference 50 Rand R50 SC, which means Sadaqah Challenge, and you can forward the proof of payment to 079 4505527, and you can, I'm sure that you can be contacted in more ways than one, Sister Naseema, for people wanting to get in touch with you.
Gee, so they me on 073 786 0444, and if they'd like to be the group, we work the group, which is open to both males and females. You can see what are the projects that not only CLF is doing, organizations that want us projects, we see also those projects that we're partnering with other organizations on that group.
Well, Jazakallah khairan so much for that, Sister Naseema, for coming on, from being part of this humanitarian hour, and also, more importantly, to be able to host the Crosby Ladies Forum. It's been an absolute pleasure for us here at Salam Media. We wish you well. We wish your team, all the other sisters that are involved with you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all your efforts. Allah reward all your efforts for the wonderful work that you as the Crosby Ladies Forum are doing. And we wish you all the success with the 50 Rand Sadaqah Challenge as well, inshallah.
Wa alaikum assalam. Jazakallah so much. And we'd like to thank Salam Media for featuring CLF on your afternoon drive. And may Allah accept from everyone, and all the best to everybody there as well.
Ameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
That was Naseema Nalla joining us out of the Crosby Ladies Forum, which brings us straight on to 10 minutes to 6. And very quickly, we are heading towards the time of iftar, which will be at around 10 minutes past 6 in Johannesburg this afternoon. So we don't have much long to go, but also let us remind ourselves that this is the time between Asr and Maghrib. It is in the month of Ramadan. It is on a Friday. It is a Mubarak time. It is a time that needs to be cherished, a time that needs to be valued. And the more we can do as we head towards iftar, and when we get closer to iftar, to raise our hands, to make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to seek His mercy, to seek His forgiveness, to seek His blessings, and also to make dua not only for ourselves and our families, but to make dua for the entire ummah that are going through some very, very challenging, some difficult times. Even though it is the month of Ramadan, believe me, things are not easy, things are not as rosy as they seem as far as people are concerned. It could be even people in our very own vicinity, it could be our neighbors, it could be people that we would least think of that are going through some challenging times. And this is the reason why we showcase all these organizations with the Humanitarian Hour in Ramadan, to acknowledge, to pay tribute to them, but also at the same time to inform ourselves, to educate ourselves that there are people that are desperate, that are desperately in need of help. And this is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, has given us the institution of zakah, which is one, but also looking at sadaqah and all other forms of charity that is of great benefit. And the reward for this is multiplied in the month of Ramadan. So let us take full advantage of what is on offer to us by way of reward, so that we can continue doing good and also at the same time doing justice to this beautiful month of Ramadan, in caring for our fellow brothers and sisters, in caring for humanity at large. Well, the time is just gone, 8 minutes to 6, and we're going to go for a break. And when we come back, we will get ready for the Nasiha that will take us through to the time of Iftar, inshallah.